Hey y'all, hey. So listen, I am back with another video, and today we are going to continue our series. This is part 3 of how to build your credit. So today we'll talk mainly about scoring and how the credit score process works. When you make payments or just anything credit score related. So, of course, for those of you that don't know, your credit score determines what you can purchase, your purchase power. It determines your interest rate. It determines your finance charges. It determines whether or not you get approved for a home loan, auto loan, personal loan, anything that you're trying to obtain as far as credit resources or assets. It is credit driven, right? So with your credit score, the higher your credit score, the better your interest rate is. Now with credit, it can fluctuate just depending upon what it is that you're doing to your credit. One of the things that I learned that impacts your credit, which I did not know, but is very, very helpful, and it makes sense, once I heard it, is that, do you know that, let's say you have a credit card or maybe a furniture bill, with a revolving credit line. When I say revolving, that means credit that is consistent monthly, that you have a revolving, which means a continuous balance every month. So let's say that you have a credit card and the available credit on that credit card is $3,000. So let's say you owe $1,500 of that available credit, which means you have utilized 50% of your available credit. Normally, you want to remain under 30% of using your available credit, which means that you need to have it to remain maybe around, if it's 3,000, I'd say roughly about 2,300. So you shouldn't owe but like $600 or $700 per month on that card if you can help it. But definitely do not go under 50%. You want to keep it under 30, but if at all possible, don't go under 50% usage. So you have $3,000 is your credit limit. $1,500 is what you've already used. You get a lump sum and you decide, hey, I'm going to pay my credit card off. But what I say is don't do that, because what happens is when you pay that $1,500 off, it only impacts and raises your credit one time, because you make the lump sum payment, and it does raise your credit, but it only raises it one time. So what I learned is that if you break that $1,500 balance up into 3 installment payments or even 2 installment payments, your credit score has to go up every time you make those large payments. So for the first month, you could pay $500. When you check your credit in 30 days, when the credit bureau updates, it's going to have your credit score to go up. I don't know, exactly how many points. It just kind of depends on, everything else that you have that is going on with your credit. Your credit is going to go up once you make that $500 payment. Boom. The next month, you'll make another $500 payment. Your credit score is going to go up a second time. And then when you make the final payment, it'll go up a third time. So 1 lump sum payment, 1 update, 3 payments, 3 updates. I don't know about you, but it makes sense to me. And of course, if it's updating 3 times, then surely it's going to go up higher than it would have went up when you just made the 1 payment. So always make installment payments. You don't have to do 3 payments if you don't want to do that. You can do 2 payments. But it has been tried and proven that making the payment, paying it off, it only updates your credit one time. Now, if you're not one that's concerned necessarily about your credit score going up because you already have good credit and you're already over 700, 800 credit score, and you just want to pay the balance off because you want to avoid paying any interest, then don't worry about it. You just go ahead and pay off your card. If you are one that is trying to get your credit score to go up, then that would be the best option for you, for those individuals who want to get their credit scores to go up, making installment payments opposed to making those large one-time payments. And of course, with you making the 3 payments, you will have some slight interest that you will pay. However, if the overall goal is to get the credit score up, you may have to pay that slight interest in order to be able to get your scores up again. For those individuals who really don't, care about the credit score, they just don't want to have, they want to pay little to no interest, go ahead and, pay the card off or pay off the loan and, be done with it. Now, credit cards, as I've stated in previous videos, is the quickest and easiest way to get your credit score to go up. Furniture loans, personal loans, those loans show revolving credit, which does benefit you. However, I have had personally where I have had a personal loan before and paid it off, looked at my credit, and it did not change my score at all. I think the loan may have been like $1,200. Paid it off, went back, looked at it 30 days. There was no change to my credit score. So I was like, oh, maybe they just didn't update it that 30 days. Looked again the next 30 days, no update. So I don't know what the issue was with that, but I do know that the more credit that you have, the more credit you can get, which is kind of crazy because you would think the less debt that you have, the more credit you could get. But no, I have seen where you can have a $5,000 credit card, $2,000, and they still giving you credit cards, still sending out offers for additional credit cards. So it's really designed to keep you in debt. That's just the gist of it. It's really designed to keep you in debt, and it's like you can have cards that already have balances on them, get another card, and your credit score goes up. You would think it would go down because now you have too much credit. And then some that you hadn't even paid off yet, but you just got another $3,000 card, but your credit score goes up. But you can pay something off that was $6,000 and your credit may go up like 5, maybe 10 points. So it's designed to keep you in debt, is basically the gist of it. So as far as your credit scores, always try to make your minimum payments if you can't make, the full payments. Always try to make sure that you make sure that you stay on top of monitoring your credit. I know a lot of credit cards as well as bank accounts now offer where you can check your FICO score for free. You can also go to freeannualcreditreport.com. They allow you to check your credit scores for free. And just make sure that you monitor that, because I have had a couple of different times where I would think my score was one thing and it would be something else because I had some type of identity theft where my information had been used for like a utility company, and it had hit my credit, but it wasn't showing on the apps that I was using to check my credit score. You can also do Credit Karma. I hear a lot of people say that it's not necessarily as accurate, but you can use Credit Karma. freeannualcreditreport.com is the one that they say is the most accurate, and also Experian Boost. You can check it on there as well. So credit score, make your payments on time, do 3 installment payments or installment payments. It doesn't have to be 3, 2 or 3. Try to avoid paying your cards off or loans off in a lump sum, and make sure that if you can't make the full payments or the installment payments, make sure you at least make your minimum payments, because you don't want your credit to be impacted 5, 10, 15 points for a minimum payment of $25 on a card, and then they slap you with a $40 or $45 late fee. Doesn't make sense. So if you guys follow those tips, it will help you to increase your credit. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will be back with part 4 of how to build your credit, so we can go ahead and get our credit together for 2022/2023, so we can open up a world of possibilities. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video and found it informative, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.